Hey everybody, it's Tara Green here, and I want to talk about the big energy today. It's May 29th, and the big deal of the day is the Mars-Jupiter conjunction in Aries. Now, these two planets, the Mars planet, the red planet, the planet of action, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, that book? The action planet, Mars rules Aries, so Mars is very happy to be at home in his own sign. He'll be there till July the 4th or 5th. He just entered a few days ago. And so Mars is going to amp up and light your fire. So it's all about go, go, go. So Mars in Aries rules firefighters, rules guns, rules warriors, rules battles, rules anger, rules energy, rules spontaneousness, rules, entrepreneurs, people who like to start things, people who like to do things dangerously. So fast cars, people are going to be angry, people are going to be frustrated, people are going to be competitive, people are not going to think before they act. Okay, so this is going to bring a lot of new energy in. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so after we've been under all of that water, to recently just have Mars and Jupiter and Chiron and Venus was in Aries until yesterday, until the 20th. She's gone home to her home sign for a while, and then Mars is in his home sign. So the masculine and the feminine, it's not about genders, it's about active energy. Mars active, positive, and Venus reactive, receptive, feminine energies. So just two polarities, okay, equal and necessary and balanced. So Mars and Aries, lots of sexual energy, lots of passion, lots of drive, lots of competitiveness. So this is the time to be courageous, to boldly go into the fire, to, just kind of jump in without thinking, okay? Now, Jupiter amps up whatever sign it touches, so Jupiter's going to amp up that courage. And again, Aries, first sign of the zodiac. So this is really, in some ways, I would say, the start of the year, to have this big fire lit here, a big bonfire lit. So for Aries people, Mars also rules Scorpio. So for Scorpio people as well, Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. So again, Jupiter having just left Pisces not that long ago, suddenly whatever you've been dreaming about or unconscious about or fantasizing about, it can now begin to happen. So this is the cosmic big bang. This is the conception point in a way. This is the time when you push that go button, okay? The blast off. You don't want them to push the World War III button on you there. So new, and jump, go for it. Now, for people who are, again, wherever Aries is, now it's 3+ degrees of Aries, when you want to find where that degree is in your chart to find out exactly what Mars and Jupiter is activating in your chart. Okay, this is testosterone driven. This is like jumping out of airplanes. This is like, doing things you've never done before. This is like, just jumping in, just do it. It's like the Nike slogan there. So you can be feeling quite irritated and short-tempered and angry, and people want to fight, okay? So you have to kind of be careful of this. Also be careful when you're driving. Again, anything flammable, guns. That horrible tragedy in the States, of course, happened literally hours before Mars entered Aries the other day. And so may all those innocent children rest in peace, and the teachers, and sending prayers to all their family. But anyway, you really want to look at 3 degrees Aries in your chart, also how it's affecting any other planets aspecting your chart. Okay, so this is really an archetypal brand new beginning. Okay, now Jupiter will cross over that point again when it goes retrograde. It re-enters Aries the end of October. So whatever you start now, you may have to back up and tweak it, or just go back and start all over again. So Jupiter's going to back up back into Pisces October the 28th until December the 20th. So this is, remember, this is just the seed point. Things may not really begin to take off in some ways until Jupiter enters Aries again on December 28th. So Jupiter's going to be in Aries until May 2023. So again, for Aries, big time for you. Everybody's got Aries somewhere in their chart, even if you don't have any planets in Aries. For me, actually, this Mars-Jupiter conjunction is smack dab right on my Jupiter. It's 1 degree away. So for me, I really need this energy. I've been feeling so exhausted. So I'm looking forward to Mars and Jupiter giving me brand new beginnings and amping up courage and daring and just that life force energy. I'm needing that. I also have my Mars exactly at 3 degrees Libra, right opposite this. So this is a Jupiter-Mars opposition for me. I have Jupiter in the 5th house of creativity, self-expression, love affairs, children, willpower, kind of star power. It's like Leo, so I'm ready for my spotlight, Mr. DeMille. And then Mars is in Libra, so working with groups and also bringing balance, bringing in higher consciousness, okay? And then for me personally, Mars and Jupiter are squaring my Mercury at late Sag and my Chiron in early Capricorn. So lots more healing work to do. Now, today on the 29th, I know in the US it is your Memorial Day weekend. The moon is in Taurus for part of the day, sextiling Neptune and Pisces in the middle of the night, so good for dreaming, imagining. The moon squares Saturn in Aquarius again, so there's that push-pull. Saturn rules Aquarius. Saturn is about to go retrograde actually during the week as well, so Saturn is more important right now, more potent as he starts to slow down to change direction. Okay, so 6:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I am going to do a little ceremony here to honor Mars and Jupiter and that new beginning energy. The moon then conjuncts retrograde Mercury. Now, the other thing I have to say is this retrograde Mercury for me and for a lot of people has been hell because it started out in Gemini, which Mercury rules, and then backing up into Taurus has now kind of made it more practical. My computer almost totally crashed today. I can't send files, stuff like that. So I know everybody's having those same kind of frustrations and going over old conversations and reviewing your finances and all the material things. It's good for, positively going out to the land, walking on the land, just feeling very grounded, very sensuous. Moon in Taurus is very sensuous. So really breathe in and enjoy your body, the material nature. The moon trines Pluto. It's always a nice positive energy just before. And the moon is void, of course, there. It's exactly at 10:11 a.m. And then it's a couple hours later when the moon enters Gemini. So, the Gemini mood lifts everything to be a bit lighter, more social, more conversational, texting. Of course, because Mercury is still a retrograde, of course, those conversations may be deja vus or on repeat or whatever. Now, the moon then will sextile Jupiter and Mars there. So then the mental aspect, it's like the Mars-Jupiter is like the boom, just the explosion, and then we begin to think about, what are we starting here? So patience, nobody will be patient. Patience is in the least supply at this time, okay? Just remember that. Jupiter and Aries, Mars and Aries, just no patience, no thinking, just doing. So be careful because Jupiter tends to over-exaggerate and be a little bit too, sure, I can, like doing that thing in the Matrix when he has to jump off the buildings. Be careful, don't jump off any buildings. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. It is a holiday weekend and it is a new moon the next day, but I'm going to do a separate article about that. I am behind with things. I'm sorry about that. I've been, I'm saying, really exhausted. Things have been challenging, so bear with me. I will also do a long thing about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, which I meant to do for the longest time. I've been on deadlines for writing. And also there's predictions about the local election here in Ontario. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. Sending you many, many blessings. Have a safe, happy weekend.